Hi folks, Robert Mantell here with the Trichotillomania Relief Specialists in Southern California. You know, when we work with clients here at the Trichotillomania Relief Specialists, we generally find two seemingly totally disparate kinds of situations where our clients are most likely to feel the urge to pull. If you're someone who suffers with trichotillomania yourself, you probably know what these are. Number one, stress, pressure, overwhelm, anxiety. Number two, seemingly the opposite side, boredom, tedium, and monotony. Now, lots of, in particular, our younger clients tell us that one of their major trouble spots is in class when they're bored. And they're so bored that even picking the hair out of their head or their eyebrows or eyelashes is more interesting than doing nothing. Now, there's some problems with this. When you're bored, you lose focus. You forget details, you make careless mistakes and things like that. So boredom becomes this thing that somehow feels like it's the enemy. You know, if only somehow you could find a way to not be bored in class, you wouldn't have any problem pulling in there anymore, right? Well then, so how do you do this? In fact, rather than something you dread, something that makes you do this thing you really don't want to be doing, pulling your hair, what if boredom could be a gift? What if it could be a blank slate, a blank palette upon which you could paint whatever you want? All right, now you're saying to yourself you're out of your mind. No way, right? Well, I beg to differ, and I have proof. Watch this. So there's a fellow by the name of Jack Andraka. He's a young man, he's 20 years old, and he attends Stanford University. When he was just 15 years old, he won first place at the 2012 Intel Science and Engineering Fair for his discovery of a revolutionary early detection cancer method. His story is all over YouTube if you want to check it out, look him up. Now you think, well, how did this kid come up with a totally unique way of detecting early stage cancer? Well, he did it because that's how he occupied himself during an otherwise boring fifth period biology class, pondering how he might do such a thing. Now, obviously, his brain had a direction to start with. You know, thoughts about carbon nanotubes and highly concentrated proteins didn't just randomly show up in his head. The fact is, he was genuinely interested in the topic, and he became interested because he had an uncle die prematurely due to pancreatic cancer that was detected in its very late stages. In fact, 85% of pancreatic cancer is detected when there's unfortunately, just a 2% survival rate remaining. And that's what got him motivated to start looking at all this. So you see, like anything else, boredom in class wasn't the problem. You know, it's what you do with it. It's what Jack did with it. It's not about finding something else to do to occupy yourself, to fill up the time at times like that. Instead, it's about finding a way to increase personal satisfaction. So now, when does boredom actually become a gift? You know, it's one thing to say it, kind of pie in the sky thinking, right? But how do you actually do this? Well, you do it instead of by trying to escape boredom, you reshape boredom. You transform it. Now, there are lots of ways to do this. Let me give you a few. Number one, whatever the activity, is there some way to turn this into something that feels new, something novel? When things are new, it gets us excited, right? Number two, if you have a long task and you're feeling like you just can't make yourself get up and get started, you can break the task up into smaller pieces. Now, what's good about this is each time you complete one of these steps, you feel like you've accomplished an important step toward your goal, which in itself is greatly rewarding and will encourage you to continue. Number three, bring in your imagination. Can you somehow make this task feel competitive or make it into a game for yourself or with others? You know, it's all about making it fun. And when it's fun, it can't be boring. Speaking of which, could you make this thing a social activity? You know, let's say you're reviewing for a test with some friends instead of by yourself, or if you're doing your homework, you can do it with friends. You know, that has the added bonus of keeping you on task. Number five, what do you really enjoy? How do you enjoy spending your spare time? Where on earth do you love to go? Where might you be that when you're there, you really feel like you're in your bliss? See, it's hard to be bored when you have a plan for times like that, a plan that takes you somewhere mentally that you love to go. Thoughts or plans about things that you really enjoy pondering. And the great thing about it is no one can tell when you're doing it. You know, one really great way to stay out of boredom is to have something ready to go, something to think about, ponder, again, make plans for that's so interesting, so engaging, so exciting, you couldn't possibly be bored when you're thinking about it. Do what Jack Andraka did. Turn your mind to things that are important to you. Plans, maybe dreams you might have for your future. As we've said so many times before, you never know how far change can go, and Jack's story is evidence for that. Again, I'm Robert Mantell with the Trichotillomania Relief Specialists. If you're watching this at our Facebook community page, please feel free to leave a comment or a question. We love to connect up with our viewers, and we really love it when our community engages in dialogue together. Come over to our Facebook page, hang out, and say hello. Same thing if you're watching this video at our YouTube channel. Leave a comment, ask a question, and please like and share this video with anyone you believe could benefit from what we hope is a very helpful message here. If you're watching this video at our sister blog site, go ahead and hit the reply button below and let us know what kind of ideas have come to mind for you as a result of having viewed this video. How has it benefited you? And if you have questions or issues you'd like us to address in future videos, we'd love to know about that. Visit our questions and answers page at our website at www.trick-free.com/qa.html, and we'll do our best to respond to your question as soon as we can. If you'd like to contact us directly, you can always do that either through our website at www.trick-free.com or by calling us at any time of day or night at 833-TRICH-FREE. This is our 24-hour toll-free voicemail messaging system, so when you call, please be sure to leave your name, your contact telephone number, and the best time for us to call you back, and we'll do our best to get back to you as close to that time as possible. Thanks again for watching. For my wife and coaching partner, Glay, here's wishing you an amazing trick-free week.